just yesterday I stumbled upon a post of yours about the Proposition 3. And I was
Yeah.
like, what is that?
Yeah.
When did you realize what the hell is this?
So I only got wind of it about a week or two ago. So when I got my information on the props that are going to be on the ballot, we got our ballot and all the information on that, I was really just doing some independent review and studying on the props, because I know when we see them on the ballot day of, it's very deceiving. The language,
Prop 3, right?
It just says Prop 3, and actually I have the paperwork of the exact title of what it says. So Prop 3 on the ballot is basically saying that it just wants to make it so that the California Constitution will say that it's a federal right to marriage. So anybody has the right to marriage.
Which is quite good, right? Everyone has a right. I have a
Everybody
right.
has a right. We live in the United States of
yeah.
America. We have
Sounds
the right
amazing.
to marriage. Sounds good. And it also talks in about same-sex marriage. So in the federal courts, same-sex marriage is legal. So what they want to do is, it says the federal courts have said that the same-sex couples can marry, but there's outdated language in the California Constitution that still says that marriage has to be between a man and a woman. So basically, what the LGBTQ community was really pushing this prop.
Why? Because they have already the right to marry each other.
Exactly. So that's when I knew there's got to be something more to this. This is deceiving. So basically, it says that it's going to make it so that anybody has the right to marry. That's the literature that they're going to change in the California Constitution. So then you look at, well, what does that mean? Anybody has the right to marry.
Even kids?
Kids. Let's say I wanted to marry my mother. I could do so. I want to marry my dog. Anybody can marry anybody, anything. It's going to open up the floodgates for just weird and disturbing things to be going on.
Let me just read from your post that you did yesterday. So I will definitely mispronounce those words, because those words are the first time that I saw them yesterday. Polygyny, one man with multiple wives. That's Islam, right?
Yes.
Polyandry, one woman with multiple husbands. It will never work out. It's homicide in a month, minimum.
Yeah.
Polyamory, group marriages of various sizes. Bigamy, being married to more than one person at a time. What? It gets better. Consanguine marriage, married to a close relative. Autogamy, married to one's self. Adult-child marriage, adults marrying children, pedophilic marriages. Child-child marriage, relationship between two or more minors. Humans and animals, marriage of humans and animals. For example, bestial marriage, right from the Bible. Humans and objects, plants, machines, robots, holograms, and AI.
Yeah.
That's Black Mirror.
Yes.
One of the episodes of
So
Black
every
Mirror.
single one of those is very disturbing. Those are all the different types of marriages, so to speak, right? And that's the name for those types of marriages. So when they want to rewrite the literature in the California Constitution that there's any type of right to marriage, that's what it's opening up the floodgates to. And actually, do you want to take one guess on who is backing this entire thing that's going to go into place?
No idea.
Planned Parenthood. So that should tell you everything that you need to know about it right there. The LGBTQ community is pushing it, and Planned Parenthood is standing behind it.
They're just so noble. They want to help people.
Oh, yeah. Just in the name of love is love.
Autogamy, married to oneself. I've read an article, I want to say 2 months ago. There was a woman, so she was married to herself, and she was divorcing herself.
Oh.
Like, is this the only problem that the world has to solve? Whether you can marry yourself or not, and why would you do that? So marriage is basically what? It's a responsibility for the one unit, which is a man and a woman, for instance, right now, right? And according to the taxes, they say buying a house or a car, loans, and etc. This is why it was supposed to be like, let's say, in the last 200 years. But if we go back to biblical times, marriage is not mentioned even once in the Bible, but it says in Genesis 2:24, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. This verse describes the creation of marriage by God, when a man and a woman become one new entity. So they want to just rewrite everything that comes from the Bible.
Everything. Anything that God has something to do with, they want to completely destroy and dismantle. And they do that by taking God's word and changing what words mean. So if you think about what is a man, what is a woman? Well, if they want it to apply to their standards, not God's standards, then they completely dismantle what the actual meaning of the words are. And that's exactly what they're trying to do in the state of California with Prop 3 right now. They're trying to completely dismantle the meaning of marriage.
So on the ballot on November 5th, or even right now in California, right? You can vote early.
Yeah.
You see on the ballots if all those are going to be 6 propositions?
I believe there's between 6 or 8.
6 or 8.
Yeah. 6
so
or 8.
you're basically going to vote yes or no, right?
Yes, correct.
So Prop 3, yes or no?
Vote no. Vote no on Prop 3.
What about other props?
So, there are a lot about just where finances or spending are going to go for housing or whatnot. But another one that's very important to vote yes on is Prop 36. So what Prop 36 is going to do is going to make it so that people who are drug dealers or distributing drugs are going to be convicted of a felony rather than a misdemeanor. And I actually was just talking to Sheriff Chad Bianco at an event. Are you familiar with Sheriff Chad Bianco?
Riverside County.
Yes, he's very awesome. And so I was asking him when I saw him at an event, because a lot of people right now, they're worried about fentanyl. It's an epidemic that's going on in this country. Even just with law and order out of control and the lawlessness that's going on. I said, do you believe that Prop 36 will be a good path of criminalizing these criminals? And he said, yes, that he does believe that Prop 36 in the state of California will help. It will put legislation into place that will make crime punishable again. So that is a prop that definitely needs to be voted yes on.